Hi, I'm George. I'll be showing you how to use Optifine to change the color of blocks. Like I have those cobblestones back there in the village. Those are green right here, and it's different biome over here. They're nice and orange. And if I go all the way over to the desert, they're going to be yellow. Okay, let's switch over to the desktop and see how I did this. The first thing you'll need is a place to build your resource pack. I have one here. I just made a new folder on my C drive. I called it Packs. And in here, we'll build that resource pack. Just make a new folder right here, call it Assets, and you also need a pack.mcmeta and a pack.png file. Now the pack.png is just a 256 square image in PNG format, and in the pack.mcmeta, this used to be included with Minecraft. It no longer is. So the easy way to do this is just to download this from my website, and let me show you that real fast. In this right here, just pick your version from that list and then download the pack for that. Now the pack is inside of the zip file, so unzip the zip file, and you'll then find the pack.mcmeta inside the zip file, all set up for that version. If you don't want to make your own pack.png file, you can also download from here. This one is the default one. This is that 256 by 256, same size I used for my spacesuit PNG file. Now the next thing you need, of course, is to have Optifine. If you don't have that installed, let me show you where you can get that for free. And that's right here. This is for version 1.18.1. If you have an earlier version, just click here, Show All Versions, and there are all the different versions right down here. Now to download this, go over here and click where it says Mirror. This is the easiest way to do that. I'll click on that. It takes you right to the download page. If you use the other download button, you get a big ad page first. You don't really want to have that. So click on Download, and then just save that jar file right there. There's an ad afterwards. You can just close that. You don't need to have that ad. There's the Optifine. This is a jar file. You should see this logo right here. If you see a different logo here, then you want to make sure that your computer is set up to run jar files inside of Java and not something else like Internet Explorer or WinRAR or something like that. Best way to fix that is just to reinstall Java. Let me show you that page. And it's right here, java.com, and then just download that. Now if you're seeing the right icon, you can ignore that step. Then simply double click on this. This is then going to install that. I'll double click. Get this far, just choose install. It's really fast and it's all done. Once that's done, you can double check to see if that has been installed properly. Mine already is, just by taking a look at the launcher. I have it in the background right here, and you should see it right down here, Optifine. Okay, that's all installed, all set to go. Okay, let's bring back up our working folder. Now the next thing we need to do is to set up our files for this and our folders. So go into Assets, make a new folder here called Minecraft. Go into Minecraft and make a new folder here and just name it Optifine. Go inside of this one, and in here, make a new folder named Colormap. Now this is from a previous video I did about changing the color of water, so you can ignore that one. And go inside of Colormap, and in here you want to do one more and name that Custom. Again, ignore this stuff. These are from earlier videos. Inside of Custom, we're going to make a new color map right here, and we'll also make a new properties file right there. I just called mine cobblestone.properties, and in the color map I named Optifine cobblestone.png. Let's get this thing made. First, I'm going to delete that, get it out of the way, and let's make a new one of those. And for that, I'll bring up my current favorite program for doing this kind of work, and that is paint.net because it's free and it's all you need. Let me bring that up. Now you want to have a new file in here. I'm going to close this down. It always opens up with a blank file. Just close that and then go up here to File New, or click on the New File button right there. And you want this set at 256 by 256 and at resolution of 96 pixels per inch right there. Choose OK. And there it is. Now I'm going to zoom in on this one. Nice and close like that. And notice up here we have all these columns here, and each one of these is 1 pixel wide. If I scroll here to the top, you can see it a bit better there. I have my ruler set at pixels, and you can see that if you go up here to View and Pixels right there, so that's 0 pixels right here, 0 column. Column 10 is right in here, column 20 is right there, and so forth, all the way down to 256 columns. Now each one of the columns represents a different biome in the color for that biome. And this color map is going to be used for the colors of the block we attach it to. So we need to know which biomes to do. I'm doing 3 biomes here. We have the desert, badlands, and plains. So let me show you where the list is for that. And it's right here. I'll put all these links in the description so you can just click on those to get right to these pages. And in here, if we scroll down, here is plains, and that is ID number 1. And desert right here is ID number 5. So you need 1 and 5. And if we scroll down just a little ways, here's Badlands right there, and that's 25. Okay, so we have our numbers, and let's get this out of the way. So I need to change the colors of column 1, 5, and 25. And for that, I'm going to go over here and grab the rectangular select tool. The first column here is 0, second column is 1. So I'm just going to select this. And you can go real wide on this if you want to. Just scroll down like that and then pull it back until your selection is just one column wide. And for this one, I want to have kind of a green color. I'm going to show more on the colors over here, and let's pull this down into the green range, kind of middle greens. Make sure that the alpha is set at 255. That's all the way to the top. That's opaque. Lower alpha means transparency. You want to have this fully opaque. And I'm going to set my saturation and vibrance in here at 100. That's good. Now these are going to be darker and duller than you see here on the map because these are being used on top of a block that has a lot of black in there. So the black's going to tone everything down. Just keep that in mind. Now I'll grab the paint bucket and let's click inside here. So that one is done. I'll scroll to the top. Okay, grab our tool again, Control D to deselect that. We now want column 5, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 right here. That's a column I need. Same thing, clear down and pull that back. Now column 5 is the desert, and I want that kind of in a yellow color, so I'll go over here to the yellows. There we go, a nice bright yellow. And paint bucket, click inside of that. There we go, Control D to deselect. And then back up to the top, and I need column 25. So there's 25 right here. There's 20 and 25 and straight down. It's that column. Again, back up till it's just one column wide. And on this one, I want kind of an orange in here, kind of a red orange. And again, I'm staying full brightness on these things. And paint bucket, click inside, deselect. And I'll set this back to fit on screen and zoom in just a touch. There we go. That's our basic color map. Now, one problem about this is that everything else is white. We don't want that. We want to have all the rest of these blocks every place else in the world to be a nice mid-tone gray. So let's get that fixed. For that, I'm going to go over here and click on the new button for a new layer. There it is. Take my background, pull it above the new layer. And on the new layer, let's fill this with a nice light gray. And I'll use that one right here. And paint bucket and fill that. There it is. Now back up here to our background. We need to remove all of this stuff. So for this, I'm going to zoom in again real tight. There we go. And I'll grab the magic wand tool. Click over here someplace. That selects that whole white area. Hit the delete key. Removes that. Go over here, same thing, and delete. Click inside here, same thing. Delete. So those are now clear. Left-hand side, delete. So remove all that color from those, and we now have that gray showing through in the background. So that will take care of the blocks anyplace else in the world. And we've recolored the ones here inside of our 3 chosen biomes. If you want to do your whole world, you had to put in colors for all the different biomes in the world. Let's now save this out. Go to File, and here's the packs folder. Let's go inside the correct location, Minecraft, Optifine Colormap, Custom. It goes right in here, and I want to save this as a paint.net file that saves your layers. It'll save you some work, and then simply save that. Change this name. I'll call it Optifine-Cobblestone. And choose Save. That's the paint.net file. Let's now save this, Save As, and change that to the PNG file format. And OK. There we go. And flatten. And that's now saved as well, so we have our color map all taken care of. Let's go back over to our working folder. So here's the PDN. This is that paint.net file. And here's our PNG. This is the actual working file. Okay, now we need to make this file right here, cobblestone.properties. Now I have this opening up in Notepad++, and let me show you where we can download that. And that's right here, and there's the download. And we'll open this up. There it is. Now if you don't have Notepad++ and you install it for the first time, then let's go ahead, we'll do it that way. I'll just back out of here a little bit, get these things out of the way. There we go. Start off with a brand new file, and then the first thing we want to do here is go to encoding and set this at ANSI, and we can then build this file. Now, you can bring up my example over here. This is the one that I made for changing the leaf colors for the trees. And you see we have 3 lines in here. Format right here, and blocks equal, and source equal. So get those set at first, format equal. The top one is just format equal grid. And that just says that we're going to be using this kind of a color map right here. Next one is blocks equal, and we're going to be doing cobblestone. Get rid of all these leaves in here. Like that. And the third one down here, source equals, this is just the name of the color map. And you want source equals dot / that's that part right here. And then the name of your color map. I called ours Optifine cobblestone.png. So let's just change this here to cobblestone. There we go, PNG. And then save this out as your new name. I have that right over here. Cobblestone properties, just like that. Okay, so that's taken care of. Let's now go back to the packs folder right here, and we need to update the pack.mcmeta file. Again, I have this opening up in Notepad++. Double click on that. And in here, two things. First, pack format. If you're working on 1.18, one that should be format 8. If you downloaded that from my website, it's already set. And then you also want to change the description right up here. And let's just call this one cobblestone. There we go. And we can now build this resource pack. So click on assets, hold the control key down, grab that pack.mcmeta and your pack PNG. Right click, compress to zip file and give it a name. There it is. This is in Windows 11. If you're Windows 10, just go up to the Share tab and click on Zip. Same thing. Let's now get this over into the game. And for that, let's go back to the launcher. And that's right here. Where it says installations, go right there. And then right-hand side, click on the folder. Open the folder up. And inside of here, come down to Resource Packs right here. Open this up. And then copy your pack right over into here. I'm just going to drag it and drop it in like that. And there it is. Okay, it's in the game. Let's now test that and see how that works. Click on play and launch Minecraft. And right here, go into options and resource packs. And I'll take out my demo one right here. And then here's the one we just built, cobblestone zip. There it is. Choose done and done. Single player. There's my world right here. And there's our green buildings back there. That's the plains biome. This is the badlands biome right here. And then further off down there, a little hard to see. Let's walk over that direction. And it's right down here. And that's desert biome. And there's those yellow blocks. Now I'm running a shader pack, so let's turn the shader pack off and see how this looks out the shader pack. Get back to normal Minecraft. So I'll escape here, back to options and video settings, shaders, and set that to off. And done, and done, and done. Back to game. And there we go. Without the shaders, still nicely recolored buildings in there. Notice that this building actually is overlapping two biomes, desert in front and badlands in the back. So it's orange in back and yellow in the front. And there is that one right down there. Okay, if you like this video, hit that like button, and I'll see you next time.